Unbelievable, this boys, unbelievable. Get this over and done with quickly, get out of here. It's the 8th of June, just after 6:30. Midgets, midgets. I can't swear no more now. Had to blink it out. See the midgets, they're biting me. They're actually biting me, so they are. I went in the car earlier on. It's a nice day. I made me chips and all. We have something to eat. There are no midgets there. I don't know where they come from. But they're not your normal midgets. These are blood sucking killers. I'll tell you. The car is getting covered. Covered. There's one of them, ears and everywhere. Where did midgets come from? God, I tell you, if the whole forest like us here, we need to go quick, so we will. I don't know where they were coming from. They must smell the chips of the vinegar. Not so bad down here now. See, people think that's why I want the car camp inside the car. See all these car campers cook outside? They're going to get bit by midgets. Stung with wasps. Rained on. You've got to be self-sufficient. One this way, Luna. So I'm hoping the towers are still open now. We're going to be mostly lead walk now. She said, oh, madness walk all weekend. We're coming down now to civilization now. And I went to the toilet, we took a wee look around the place, we go down to the wee duckies and all that. All in your harness. Lena, you no harness on. Lena, come back to the car. No harness. God, Luna's running wild. She's naked, practically naked. All she's wearing is a collar. You know a harness on you, pet. We had to go through these midgets again. Come on, Lena, on over here. Lena, come on. Unbelievable. I had to go back to face these midgets. Maybe I should just risk her own life. What do I do with my keys now? How do you rush away? Maybe the keys are still in ignition. They are vicious midgets. When I've lost my keys, fed up with this here. They're probably still in the car, you know. I was that big a rush to get away. They're probably still in the car. What do we see? Look at that there, boys. Look, the midgets are in the car. The car is full of midgets. They're flying all over the place. Unbelievable. Just glad I'm not car camping that tonight, I tell you. You go up and tap a mountain tap. We'll go somewhere where there's no midgets, pet, open the car, all the doors up and hope they fly out. And get her harness. I can actually see them sticking the pearl in his face too. Look, she's shaking them off. I'm rubbing my face here. I've never seen midgets like that this time of year before. Maybe sometimes in the middle of the summer, like, but it's 4 degrees last night. Where'd they come from? Maybe just born, but they're half the blood, I know. Yeah, I'm all live and let live and all that, but them midgets are vicious, Lena. We need to get you on the lead now shortly, pet. Just well, I forgot her harness, isn't it? But see, I forgot the harness, I just had to get away. That's why I'm all for vegetarians. If we midgets were vegetarians, there'd be no hassle. Fish as we meat, dude, there's bloodsuckers for there. Lena! 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 Well, she's getting too far ahead now, you see. If she stayed beside me, she wouldn't have to go on the lead. Come on, you have to go on the lead anyway. Councils down this way, pet councils. At this time of day, they'll be dropped food. All these ones throwing food at their arse. No wonder where rats all come from. You see, if there was more Lunas, that's something I didn't think about, you know. When I was away and dogs all ran astray and all, like, nobody had the dogs on leads. But that meant they were eating the food off the ground. And because dogs are not off the lead no more, that's why you've got a rat problem. There's a rat problem there in London, down by along the water, past Kentucky Fried Chicken. Not to say it's anything to do with them, but probably, you know, nobody can say it's to do with them or the buns. But see, if Luna was off the lead, there wouldn't be any drop chips for rats to get. She would get them. So let dogs off the lead again, and you'll solve the rat problem. That's what I reckon. Not a nice wee stream there, like. I don't know, let's hope these towels are open. The cafe's closed, they've got the chairs up on the tables. We used to do that at school. They still do that in cafes. That there's the same building that was there when I was 10 years old. You wouldn't get wood to last that long now. Then I would go to the toilet here, pet. Oh, no, no. Midgets are everywhere, aren't they? She's bad. It was out a couple of hours ago. I don't know where they all come from. There's a wee water drinking thing there, Luna. Oh, look, must be wee fairies there, look. Wee seeds and all for something for the wee squirrels and all. A wee umbrella spoilt up this way, the wee squirrels. That's a wee picnic table. I didn't even look at it. Isn't that cute there? Wee picnic table. A wee umbrella. No, I'm getting bit here. Mum. Out a wee. No, do you want to go up on the wee red squirrel seat? Up you go. No, up, and up in the seat. No. I have a picture of her when she's wee pop up there. No, up. Look at that, and she's gorgeous. Right, come on now, no scroungy. Wee plaque here tells you about the history about the place. In fact, I forgot about this wee thing here. Oh, God knows it'll be here for hours.
Please turn me till the message plays. Have you ever seen a bat swoop low in the night sky?
I don't want to wind all that time for a bat. Come on, give me some more.
Another special resident of the park is the pine marten, a relative of the weasel family. It is brown in
Never
colour,
seen one. Never
with a
seen
cream
one.
chest, and is about the size of a cat, with short legs and a long body. Pine martens are brilliant climbers, and their bushy tail is perfect for balancing in the pine tree tops, which is where they get their name from. So, check out overhead to see if you can spot any.
Luna checks
Pine
for
martens
everything and
make
has never seen a
shrill
pine marten.
yowl-type sound when mating, and will grunt or hiss like a cat if disturbed. If you see one. Welcome to Gortin Glen Forest Park, nestled in an area of outstanding natural beauty, where millions of years of history and nature converge. Enjoy your visit today. Tune in and learn about the nature, flora, fauna, and the wonderful sounds of this very special place. Don't forget to do your bit for nature too. Take all your litter home and help us keep this park special for everyone to enjoy.
Shouldn't have litter with you. If you're worried about the environment, don't take litter with you. Make your own sandwiches and stuff.
Please turn me till the message plays. The forest park is home to many birds.
And midgets. My head, Luna. Can't stand them midgets. They don't mention the midgets, do they? Oh no. If I stand in natural beauty. Don't tell you're going to get hit with midgets. That tree there is an American tree. Some senator. Wait, not senator. What do you call the ones in the embassies? One of them boys came over. Is the one in the embassies? I think it is. I don't know. American came over anyway. And they planted that wee tree. They planted a whole dose of them. But they cut them down to build this park. And they managed to save one. And the special thing about that tree there is that tree never seeds. The only way that tree will ever seed is if it's in a forest fire. So that tree will live there all its life and won't drop seeds once, which is ideal for a park. But should there be a fire here, now the tree doesn't get burnt completely burnt. Once the fire scorches the bark and takes off its wee leaves, it'll go on the seed the following year because it knows the ground's all burnt and then the wee seeds will grow, you see. Smart tree or what there, boys. It's not just throwing seeds everywhere, no chance of nothing happening. There's a wee park now, not often I can film the park. No winds in it now. What do I see the wee barbecue thing, Pat? All these meat eaters go over here. Shouldn't keep the rain off them. But they'll get soaked, I reckon, if they're eating meat. Let up. Don't even take the ashes home with them, boys. That's a nice barbecue, isn't it? I like the way they got the wee chimney. You get nice to just have a wee fire lit there at night time. Even if you don't want a barbecue, watch the smoke go up and keep warm. That's the wee tin roof. That's the type of tin used in some mobile homes. Big long sheets like that. Luna's twisted the lead. Disposable barbecues only. See that disposable ones? They're not supposed to put coal on it. You put your disposable one on top of it. People aren't reading up after them. I'll say it's been designed for the way it's been used now. But it's only because, do you know what they done there, but? I don't know. They padlocked it. I'm not a barbecue person. But if you're doing that normally, now the air gets in there, you see. The air gets in the bottom. So you need that air gap. So it's been designed to have coal on top, but nobody's reading up after themselves. So council being council, disposable only. Do they have a disposable bin for these barbecues? Sometimes you get metal bins for the old barbecue. They don't go on fire. No, I'm getting epic midgets here. They're not as bad here. I don't know if I'm getting epic midgets or I'm suffering from my last bites. I've got a phobia of midgets now. But like down by the wee stream and all, don't I seen them putting this thing in here, and I thought they were going to put on a pen display meter. It's a car charger. This park here would have cost about £4 or £5 to get into had the Forestry Service still owned it. And the Forestry Service gave it to, they leased it to Omagh Council. Now I'd imagine they probably leased it for £1. They just want rid of it. And Omagh Council spent 7 million here. It's not just a million, they spent a few million here. The wee sculpture, the gate, cost big money just coming in. And when the Forestry had it, they just put in a brand new parking meter, pen display meter. And the council took it out. It wouldn't have been a year old. They put them in all the forest parks and then they put the lease in. When we came here as Waynes, there was a wee man and a wee shed down there. And you can see the wee shed walls. It's got the electrical hookup and a couple of bollards where the machine was. I was down. But no shed there now. I think they should have left the shed, you know. Even put a wee shed there, because it just looked nice. It's like a wee, you know, these big mansions have big gatehouses. It's a bit like that, having a wee shed. When we were Waynes over there, if that's the only thing I missed about Omagh Council taking it there, Omagh Council replaced that bridge. That bridge had a roof on it, walls and roofs, something like you get in America. And the council took it away. It wasn't done, but probably they're taking over this. They wanted to last whatever left for time the lease is, and they replaced it with that one. Anybody coming here for the first time thinks that's a nice enough wee bridge, but they should have kept the original. Down there where the climbing frames was, that was a wee Wayne's pond, wee paddling pool. Had wee seats around it, something like you get in Portrush. And we would have come up here with wee swim trunks. There was no Riversdale leisure centre, nothing back in them days, no leisure centres. And that was as close as you got to swimming. They were only wee infants. But I was in that wee pool, it's gone now. When I was in primary school, some wee bugger threw my coat in that waterfall there. It was a hot day, so we didn't have our coats on. He took the coat and threw it in there. Some other wee boy got it out for me, don't know who. But teachers didn't even say nothing, didn't even see nothing. That's why I'm traumatised today. You don't forget things like that. That boy, he could be in hell now for all I know, you know. He could have end up being a blue sniffer or something like that there. But I can't mind who done it. You come up on the bus singing, they're coming round the mountain when they come. Everybody's all singing these songs. I don't know how the bus driver put up with. For some reason back then, Wayne's, not like Wayne's today and phones, back then you went to school trip, everybody used to sing on the bus. We weren't used to travelling, you see. I said, how do you sing? And then you come up there just to have your coat thrown on. I don't remember putting a wet coat back in the bus. So I must have enjoyed myself that much that day that I forgot the trauma. But you always think it's there in the back of your mind somewhere. Maybe I haven't fully got over it. Maybe that's why now I'm so calm with Luna. You know, when Luna does all these daft stuff, and I just, there she goes again. I've learned to control trauma. You don't chase that rabbit now, that's a hare. That's a hare, boys. So we're going down now to see ducks. Luna's getting on better with ducks. Now, I wouldn't trust her in a pen of ducks, but she's getting on better. That's not too bad considering she was really bad to start. Are we on the right path for Luna? The weird thing about this place here when I was away, you went to the cafe and they had a fireplace inside the cafe. It's done up like a very dark oak wooden thing inside. And they had a big reindeer's head on it with the antlers. And then you come down then to look at the wee reindeers. And I don't know if the head came from a reindeer that they owned themselves. Probably not. Because there's big antlers on big boy. But like, it seems weird going into a cafe. I wasn't vegetarian then, like, but I didn't like a head on the wall. Like, it's nice to get there, made me vegetarian. That wee building over there was a wee educational class thing. It's the type of wee thing you walk in and walk around and a couple of things in a while. You didn't learn very much, but you like just walking in and walking out. And every year you come, you walk in and walk out, but you never did learn anything over there. I don't know if they use it now. It's now it's a council now. So that's the wee ducks. We'll go over and see what this wee unit's used for. So they replaced all these bridges here. The wee end one, see CCTV, the wee end one would have been used by the forestry boys originally. The one on the right hand side. And then the room on the left hand side was an educational unit, and there's your wee fire exit in case your wee bugger set fire to it like. So the reindeer's up there. We're not up there looking at no reindeers. Oh, look at this sculpture up here, look at it. Never seen this one. This one's good. I've never seen this sculpture. Barn owl. Not many barns around here for an owl to go on. But if there had been a barn here and there had been an owl in the barn, it would look something like that. That is a good sculpture there, boys. Hey. Proper wee barn owl there. It's worth coming down just to see that, isn't it? But they done that wee place up there like a years ago. They got the roof and all fixed on it. That wee thing here for your boots. I need one of them now, Luna. See when I come back with Luna in the morning, the grass on my feet. Do you think I make one of them, Luna? 3 brushes. Did that get the grass off your feet, I wonder? There's another one down there, look. I need something like that there, pet. I might copy that idea there, you know. No public entry, staff only. There's a new thing over there. That's all their staff equipment. So I wonder now, would that be council staff or forestry staff in there? Probably council staff now. Take the wee lunch boxes, Luna. Can't afford the cafe up there. But one of the big downfalls of the cafe here is they weren't allowed to do chips in the cafe because of the fire risk. So I don't know if they do chips now or not. So the wee ducks should be in there. That's all grass. I doubt all the wee ducks is gone. See, with bird flu and all the rest. It's been 3 or 4 years of bird flu. But that grass to me looks like it's been cut with a lawnmower. Not ducks. But we'll find out. If there's any ducks in there, Luna will point them out. Is there any ducks in there, Luna? Bird flu poster up. You would think even wild birds would just come in there if the ducks were gone. That wee lane now just goes out the main road. When they used to pay for in here, when they used to charge you, I would have parked the car down by the old history park and I would have walked in that way there. But this is the only forest park in Northern Ireland that would charge 50p for a pedestrian. So even if you weren't driving, they would charge you 50p. But the weird thing about it, you can access this forest from miles away and there's no way you pay money there. It's only if you come into this bit. I'm like, don't know why they would charge 50p for a pedestrian. And there's never nobody here to ask for it. But they expect you to walk up to a machine and pay 50p as a pedestrian. Like all the other forest parks, even today, and even the council run forest parks, they're all free for pedestrians. You only pay for parking. This one here, for some reason, 50p for pedestrians. Now there's a bus stop outside. But I can't see one's parking the cars in Gortin and getting a bus up. This is new here, Luna. Slippery surface, this is new here. Let's just go out the main road. So there's the bus stop. So if you come on a bus now, people don't want to see this, Luna. This wasn't always here, didn't always have an access from the bus stop straight in, I guess. So you don't have to walk along the wee entrance road no more. Deer Park, Estates, Caravan Park and Campsite. That was the old history park. They sold it off. And if you stay in the campsite, you have access to the old history park. And they still have the houses and all in it. And they do wee train rides and all. It's like a tractor pulling tractor pulling half oil drums and stuff. And you stick the wheels in the back. I wouldn't put that in an oil drum, like, but people are putting their wheels in. I'm quite happy, and they actually pay for the privilege. But if you stay in the campsite, you get access for free, but minimum stay of 2 nights. You can't go for 1 night and get access. But I think you can go to the restaurant and pay for access for the day. But no good to us, Lina. I think I was on with council about that place, and there was talks at the time about putting a cable car between that and Folk Park. Never happened. So probably the Folk Park would have had more people. And then if the wee cable car would have brought ones to the place. So there's no ducks in Gortin Glen, but you're not paying to get in, so you can't complain. But just wondering now, all them wee ducks we've seen before, they're all dead now. That wee walk wasn't quite as long as I thought. We'll go and take a wee look at the reindeers. The reindeer are never down at the wire here. Smart wee reindeers down this way. And it's not the most exciting walk. There's piles of other walks here. There's ones that go further out and all, like, and they're still nice. But it's just, you don't know where you're going to end up at times. We'll go along this wee stream now, Lina. We missed out the part of this walk. I think I might nearly go there. That's a fancy wee pole there that they hold the gate. Forestry's got markets through there. Look at the wee pole over there. There's a pine mountain there. I've never seen one of them in my life there. You think Luna would scare the odd one. Never seen one of them. Seen plenty of midgets. Going across this wee bridge now and go where the wee pool used to be. We were hardy back in them days. That water wasn't even heated or nothing, like. We went in the cold water, like. But I never remember being in the pool in the rain. The sun always seemed to be shining when we were winning. And you look at things like that. I don't ever mind being here in the rain pushing down on a school day out. Now I remember water in the stream, so there was water. There was rain, but there's nothing when we came here. Now whenever you're a toddler, this wee pool was a big pool, like. So you came out of this big dark bridge with a roof on it. You used to smell the timber and all that, smell the creosote, whatever it was on. That nice cancer causing smell, like. And there would have been wee seats. The seats weren't actually seats, they were like a wee raised wall you put your ice on around the outside, and the wee pool was in the middle. And after they done away with the pool, they made like a wee flower bed here, and they named it after some forestry worker who had died. Put a couple of wee plants in it, but that didn't last very long, and now it's just flattened. The one thing that used to be here, and I can't remember where it was. There used to be a fort, brilliant fort, proper four-sided wooden fort made of logs, and I cannot this day remember where it was, but it was part of this place. So don't know where it was. I don't think it was near a stream of any kind, but you had to walk a wee bit to it. It wasn't just right at the car park. I used to love the fort. It was a real life-size fort for Wayne. And I used to build wee dens as a Wayne. I probably got inspired with the fort here. So that's would have been the way we would have come as Waynes. And then you go over to the deer enclosure and then down to that wee educational place. And then round the ducks. And then by that time then the teachers are probably whisking you back in the bus. Hoping everybody came back. We learn on the wee things. She never refuses to go on a walk. Doesn't matter if I decide to go out, she's always volunteers to come. Most times I do this, I always do it anti-clockwise. Or I always do it clockwise, I mean. So, don't see no reason for changing our way today. We just do it clockwise. But you're not going to see no reindeer. If you want to see a reindeer here, you can look at that one. You're not going to see reindeers here. They can hide up in the middle, and that's usually where they go. I'll let you off now, Lina. Then it was okay with reindeers. So when you shed there, so they've actually got like a wee pond from the drinking troughs. That's a new shed there. So I don't know where it's a council now look after them or the forestry boy. I seen three wild reindeers here before. I had 3 or 4 a few years back, and they were on the scenic loop when I was driving the car. Got them in my dash cam, but when I put it on the computer, they were small as mice. On the dash cam, like, they're so small, so far away. In real life, they weren't that far. We're in the trees a wee bit now. Near the end of the boundary of the forest park, there's fields over there. Don't know why the forestry ever had reindeers. What was the idea of having reindeers? You think it costs money to keep them, vet fees and all that? And how many people would come here just because of the reindeers? I think more Wins will come for the play park and come for the reindeers. Luna is on the lookout for pine martens. Saying that's doing a piss, another dog is pissed there. No, I thought she was looking for pine martens. Just leaving her pea meal. So that's the second side done now. 2 sides done, we're on to the third side. Not the biggest walk. No reindeers to be seen. How they're worried trying to save that tree there's about. Not much left of it. So that's the third side done, is the front now we're at now. And we're not be far before we cross that road again. No reindeers to be seen. Here we're at the front now. So I need to get you back in the lead again shortly, Luna. Oh my god. Oh my god. Reindeers. There's reindeers there. See that, boys? And you know what? I have to say, I think they look nicer than the white reindeers. They do look like Bambi. Now, bear in mind, these reindeers are probably not the native ones. These have been brought in to look like Bambi because Waynes bring their parents here and they go to the cafes. There you have reindeers. There's reindeers at Gortin Glen Forest Park. If you want to see reindeers, Gosford's the best place to go. Piles of reindeers in Gosford. Or even today, Park and Air, but the white ones there. Gosford, a good big enclosure, but it's pretty flat. Them wee boys there can easily hide. There could be 20 in there, all we see is 3. But they must have been trying to get out here. They had to reinforce. That's a new gateway because of the new fence. Yeah, bother trying to drive in there. Well, we're at the middle of lunch, so we're not going to disturb them. But there is reindeers in Gortin Glen. Right, look, I'm going to put you back in the lead now. I'll say, if you want to see them, you need to come here at feeding time. They'll be all down at this gate. See, you know the thing is, you see if our school winds were coming here, they'll make sure there's a wee bit of food out there for the reindeers. I'll starve them all morning. Like, if they know there's a wee school bus coming for 11 o'clock, the boys won't feed the reindeers. And then at 11:15, I sprinkle a wee bit of food. The wee winds come out from the bus to come over and they're all fascinated. And before you know it, then they're bringing their grandchildren to Gortin Glen to see the reindeers. That's how it all works. I don't know who's been up there pussing like, but we need to see about going to the car now. Heading home. There's only so much excitement you can have in a day in Gortin Glen, and we've had quite a bit. It's probably a mouse or something she's after. Or a sandwich. Well, no, that's enough now. That's enough. Now, if she finds a sandwich, she knows I'm going to shout at her. Why does she put the effort in? You know the best of it is, you see when the forestry owned this, the 1 year I bought myself a pass, a forestry parking pass, that gave me access to all the forest parks, free parking. And I came up here to Gortin Glen, I brought my mother up, and I'd take her on a run around the scenic loop, and the scenic loop was closed. My mum never did get round it, she died shortly after then. But you know, the one year I bought a pass, like, and the machine was broken Glenard, so everybody was parking for free. I had a pass, but I was parking Glenard for free. The machine was broke at Drummanor, and I was getting them free. I said, what have I bought this pass for? And then when I came down here and this was still paid, the scenic drive was closed. Like, my mother wasn't able to do all these walks, but she could have done the scenic drive. And that's why there's no point in paying for stuff like I paid for the pass this year now for the caravan, tour of the trees, and Drummanor caravan site's closed. So £200, that'd be the main forest park I would have used. And half the year's gone, and they still haven't opened it. And then the last time I had the pass, we had COVID. They shut them all down for COVID. Yeah, why bother? Like, why bother? Quite handy, just wild camping and not paying, and you don't lose nothing. That's us now, nearly finished, isn't it? We'll take a wee walk up along the stream now, and then back to the car. The only other place here where I can think that there might have been a wee castle, and that's where the campsite is. It's not a campsite, it's a campsite if you're in the Scouts or something. And they want to hire you out the field. So the Lilies View Trail we did this morning, you would come down that path there and start it from here. We took a wee shortcut from the car park just so we could avoid people. If you're here in the winter time, it actually looks better because all the nettles and brambles is not all gone, and you can see the water more, and there's more water on it because there's more rain. But the days are a bit shorter. You wouldn't have the ferns in the hand, you'd have a better view of the stream. So that's where we came in, that's where we started this morning. She's gone out now. That wee shortcut there. So we didn't miss too much of it, Lena. Lena, we're going to go to the car now, pet. We're going to go to the car. Come on out of the car. Well, that there, the lollipop, I have a hole in my pocket. That lollipop fell out. Then I'm going to have to retire this coat. It's been a bad coat, that, Lena. Craighopper gave a lifetime warranty. I'll probably say it's wear and tear. But I've had piles of Craighopper coats and the pockets didn't go like that. There's a place over there for buses there, but you very rarely get buses on it. People park the cars there too. If you thought, if you thought there wasn't many here, I could get the caravan in there. But usually, if I come with the caravan, it'd be the other car park. I say people, you get one car taking up the space of two buses the way they park at times. Check what time it is now, pet. Still have to get home. Look at the shape of that car there, boys. The mess of that car. Oh. What time is it here now? 11 degrees, 7:30, 25 past 7.